Aloha everyone, this is Richard. I'm going to go over the Dquad Obsession stretched really quickly. First off, beautiful, just drop dead gorgeous. This is a full kiss setup I'm working on. It's about 90% done. I'm just waiting for the VTX to come in and then I'll tighten everything else down. I want to talk a couple seconds about the frame. Since this is a stretched version, I found out that when I first got it, it did not come with the PDB board. So here it did come with a duplicate of the bottom plate, and there we go. So when you look at that, I had to make a couple modifications because of the PDB being structural in the original concept. The stretch version doesn't have that. So in order to bolster it up, I had to replace the given screws with some longer ones and use some metal lock nuts to really cinch that down. Then the rest is kind of nylon mounted like we always do on the top. I did kind of make a mistake since this is my first real KISS build. If I thought about it, I probably would have turned the FC the other way with the USB in front. I would have had plenty of room to plug in, just moving the camera, and it wouldn't have given me such an exposed area. As you can see, like the USB is really kind of sticking out there. We'd fly a lot in the jungles and the twigs a lot, and it's not really the impact, but basically after the crash, as the thing goes careening off into brush or whatnot, a lot of these guys get knocked off pretty bad, so we like to try and protect that a little better. Overall, let's get to the bottom. The real problem I found is what this comes with. This is the VTX mounting plate that goes on the back here. I've replaced it because I'm going to just basically use a TPU setup here, so it'll be a little bit more flexible. I'm seeing this guy being cracked over and over again in a lot of the frames that are starting to come on and being posted. Anyway, I really wanted to shore up this unit right here because mostly without it, it's pretty exposed. I did notice with the frame assembled, if I held it by an edge like this and I gave it a little ping like that with the canopy on it, it did have almost a tuning fork ring on it initially. Once I put this piece on, it all tightened up. That kind of told me that the amount of vibration was really traveling through the whole thing and it needed to be tightened up just one more notch there. Anyway, they made this plate basically symmetrical so it could be replaced either way. I see the logic in that because the original PDB board has this connection that basically just matches straight up to it and you directly solder. What I had to do, since it did not come with the PDB board, I used a maytec board that had the tail on about here. It came with this little piece that I really kind of liked, and the thing is when it sat on the board, it would have been really kind of nice. It could have come out straight in the middle, just like that, kind of pushed up a little, but I could have moved it, it would have been perfect. The only problem is if you look, the voltages are different. So what I wanted to do, since I wanted to maintain the original look and the original everything, I had this, wired it, as you can see, had to cross the wires into the bottom of the PDB board, which is right there, that's where it connects. And I like the little tail because it sticks out quite a bit. Anyway, that was my solution for the PDB missing board. How to hook this up to make it look pretty stock. I did have to use longer screws here. I'm not sure if they were 10 or 12 millimeter, but I did move them out quite a bit because I wanted them to come all the way up halfway into the nylon, and that way that secures onto a really solid post here. From what I'm seeing, the major problem really seems to be these guys on impact just kind of torquing and snapping directly, and all that pressure. I'm seeing exploding bottom plates here over and over and over again. I think the real main solution most likely will be a bigger plate here. The new arms are coming out that will fill in this gap I'm seeing quite a bit of, and I really don't understand this here. I can understand it for if there was the original plate, but this one should not have been here. This should have been a solid piece if this wasn't being used. But anyway, at least cover up one piece or use this piece for now, or if you guys could at least give us a couple of these so I could replace that without having to fabricate it, that would be great. Anyway, it hovers, it's beautiful. I can't wait to get it in the air and check it out. I am scared a little bit because I've seen over and over again. I hate to put all this work into such a beautiful frame, beautiful machine, and have it just explode on some gates. So this will be a test project. I have to go through it. I'm going to initially just lightly crash into some foam gates, see how it goes and go from there. I understand that this is meant to be broken. I understand that very much. However, yeah, it really should not, it shouldn't have been like as stretched and as what it is. Overall, if I didn't mention, this here to here is currently, I don't know if it's been changed yet, is advertised as a 210. It's actually 235 from here to here, so just a little heads up with that. It is a gorgeous machine though. Anyway, any questions, just post them. All right, hope it gets fixed. I really like this machine. Bye-bye.